Welcome back to Further Solution Academy. Further Solution Academy. Encourage us more to share this video across to your friend. Subscribe if you have not subscribed before. Make sure you do that now. On this video, I'll be walking you through general definition of angles. Now, you know what is angles. There are just what you just need to know about angles. By the end of this video, you will understand the meaning of angle and what is called quadrant. First, second, third, and fourth quadrant with some problems if possible. Now, when we are talking about angle, you have to know that you need to be able to understand the basic trigonometric function. Is very, very important. Basic trigonometric function, which we all know that we have. At this point, you know that quadrant is what you need to understand that. Now, you need to understand basic. Okay, you need to understand. No, that's my English. Permit me to rub this right. Now, you just need to understand. You need to be able to use the three basic trigonometric functions for any angles. Now, you know that angles can be, in first, second, third quadrant. This is how it always looks like. I'm trying to explain what is called quadrant now. Now, this is called positive y, positive x, negative x, negative y. This is very important. We all know what is called Cartesian plane, or what is your normal graph, x axis, y axis. Now, at this junction, you need to understand that here is called first quadrant. Now, that is first quadrant. My first quadrant is always like this. Now, don't forget that it moves in anti-clockwise. We have clockwise and we have anti-clockwise. Now, this is a theta. Now, at this junction, we can say that with what I've explained in the last video about trigonometry ratio, you can see that this is my positive x and this is negative positive y. Now, everything we are talking about, all the ratio now will be what? Will be positive. It means all will be what? All are what? Positive. Okay, now at this junction, I move on to the next one, which I will have something like this. Now, if I have something like this, now I can say something like this. Now, what we are trying to do now is that okay, let me just use something like this. Sorry, now this is going to be theta. Okay, let me put it beta. Now, which we call this place 180 minus what? Beta. That is what we are trying to work on there. And we are talking about positive x and negative. Okay, now that is called second quadrant. We call this one second quadrant. Now, normally the angle is this is what we are talking about here. And the next one we have what is called third quadrant. Now, this is third quadrant. It means we are talking about the angle running from here to here. Now, normally, some people ask this as you can call it this place. Now, which is what we are having here. We can say that 180 plus theta, or some people use it 180 minus theta minus 180. You can see, or theta minus 180. Now, anyone that is convenient for you. And here we are talking about, because here is positive y and here is negative x. Now, you can see that only sign will be positive here, because this is r or 1. It means sign will be positive, minus cos, and minus tan we show for here. Now, why here both are negative? Because this is going to be minus y and this is going to be minus x, and both of them, it means tan will be what? Will be positive, other will be negative. Now you can see, and the last part of it, we call it, which is the last part. It is like this. Now, here we have, okay, this is what we are talking about here. Normally, we have 360 minus theta. Now, 360 minus theta, and we have negative y and positive x. Now, it's only cos that will be positive here. It means cos will be positive and others will be negative. Sine and tan will be negative. Now, this is called quadrant. This is called quadrant. Now, I think I've shown you what is called quadrant now. Let me try to work more on each of the quadrants. Now, let me start from first quadrant, because I want to show you the property of each quadrant. Now, look at the first quadrant. My first quadrant is just like I'm talking about only this part. It means I'm having this is going to be a ratio, and we have something like this. Now this could be r, this would be x, and we can say that this is going to be y, positive y. Now we can see that all will be positive here. Let me call this place theta, because you can see sine theta will be equals to y all over r, and it means positive. Cos theta equals to x all over what? R, and tan theta will be equals to y all over what? X. Can you see all is positive here? That is, it means is from what? The angle is from what? The angle is from 0 degree to 90 degree. Now that is what we are talking about here. Now the second thing we need to work on is second quadrant. Now second quadrant is just like I'm talking about this part now. Now when we talk about second quadrant, we are moving on this side. That's what we are talking about. Now you can see that we all know that this is minus x, this is positive y. Now, sorry, let me put it like this. Now, since I have that, and I might call this place theta also, you can see that at this junction, if I have, this is my r, it means my sine theta equals to what? Y all over what? R. My cos theta will be equals to minus x all over r, and tan theta equals to what? Minus x plus y all over minus x. Now it means these two are negative. That is, can you see why negative is here? And the angle we are playing around with, we are playing around what? Which is going to be 180 minus theta, and we are talking about 90 to 180. Don't forget that, and that is what. Now, let me lay more emphasis on it. If I have, for instance, I have sine 150 degree, and I have cos 135 degree, and I have tan 145 degree. Now look at this. This one implies what? Sine 180 rather 180 degree minus 155 degree, and this one will also be what? Cos 180 degree minus what? 135 degree. Now, and also this one will be tan 180 degree minus 145 degree. Now, can you see this one will give us what? Which is going to be tan 30. Sine 30, and here will be minus, because it's second quadrant, minus cos 45, and the last one will be minus tan minus tan 35. Now, can you see this and this is minus? Why only sine is what? Is positive. Now, that is what we are talking about at this junction. Now, let me move on to the third quadrant. Okay, look at the third quadrant. It means the third quadrant let us know that we are talking about this part of the quadrant. This is going to be what we are talking about at this point. Now, it means we are talking about something like this, and it moved from here to here, which is going to be what? Above 180. Now, what we just need to do now, this is third quadrant. See, third quadrant. Now, it's a third quadrant, and we all know that, for instance, I'm talking about, now, we talk about sine theta minus 180, which is going to be what? It will be equals to, this is going to be sine theta minus 180. You all know that this is minus y, and this is minus x. And it means I'm talking about, this is going to be r, and it means I'll be having 180, that will be, hope I'm not making a mistake, yes, no. Now, it means I'll be having minus y all over what? R, which is, that is why it's negative. And if I have cos 180 minus theta, which is, it will be equals to minus x all over r. But if I have tan 180, I mean theta minus 180, it will be equals to minus y all over minus x, which is going to be plus, which is going to be y all over what? X. Can you see why that is positive? For instance, if I have this type of angle, I'm having sine 240 cos 210 and tan 230. Now, all these, they are, they are in third quadrant, and you need to work on it. It means I'm talking about that will be sine 240, because I've told you that theta minus 180, which it will be equals to minus sine 60. And if I have this one will be what? Cos 210 minus 180, which is equals to minus cos 30. And the last part of it, tan 230 minus 180, which is to be equals to tan 70. Now, can you see only this will be positive, others will be negative? Please master this very well. Let me try to work on the last quadrant, which we all know as fourth quadrant. Now, I'll call this fourth quadrant. Now, fourth quadrant is just, this is what we are working on. At this point, we are talking about something like this, and this is going to be fourth quadrant. And the fourth quadrant let us know that, you know that this is going to be minus, because this is minus y, and this is going to be positive x. And this is the angle we are talking about. It means here is telling us that 360 minus theta. 360 minus theta. Now, for us to work on that, it means we are saying that sine 360 minus theta will be equals to minus y all over what? All over r. This is always r. Cos 360 minus theta, it will be equals to plus x all over r. That is why this one is positive. And if I have tan 360 minus theta, it will be equals to what? Minus tan is always minus y all over what? Positive x, which is also minus. Now, can you see only this is positive, this is negative, this is negative? That is the logic behind those things. Now, what are the angles that are embedded here? We have, if I have sine 300 degree, if I have cos 330 degree, and if I have tan 290 degree. Now all these are in this particular area. You will do the same thing. It means 360 minus theta. You have, it means I'm talking about sine 360 minus theta minus 300, which is going to be what? Sine 60, which is going to be minus, and here will be what? Cos sine 60, sorry, 60, and here will be what? 360 minus 330, which will be what? My plus cos 30, and the last part of it will be tan 360 minus 290. I'm studying 290 degree. It will be equals to what? Negative. That will be negative 290 minus 2 is negative times 40 times 70. Now, can you see all these are called quadrants? All these are called quadrants. Now, before I run out of this part, you need to walk. You need to show. Let me show you one or two things so that it will be very clear for you. It's very clear, you know, you'll be able to see it very well. Now, look at this. Normally, we always have it like this, and we have a circle like this. Now, that is how angle is being formed. We put here is all. We have here is x, and here is tan. Sorry. Now, here is tan, and here is cos. Now, that is how it's being indicated. Now, if the angle, you know, angle it can be given to you, it can be given an angle that are more than 360. For instance, somebody is asking from you angle 4, and let me just use a number like 380 degree. You know, this is an angle. It means what you just need to do. You will just say that what. Let me say it will be sine. For you to get this thing, it will be equals to sine theta minus what? 360. That is how it means sine 380 degree minus 360 degree. Now, for me to do it, it means I'm talking about what? Sine 20. Sine 20. Now, when the angle is above the limit, just know that when the angle is above the limit, what you just need to do, you apply is what is the limit? The limit is 360, because we are being told that angle at a point is 360, angle on a circle is 360. That is why I just need to show that for you. Now, let me try to show one or two examples, and we move on to the next part of this video. Okay. Okay, let me try to show one or two examples. Now, let me work on this particular question. Look at this question. Okay, look at this question. It's a very simple one. Given that sine theta equals to this, and that is 180 less than equals to now, for you to see this statement, we call it inequality statement. Do you get it now? It's a range of value, which is upper limit and lower limit. When you get to university, when you get to advanced, you'll be hearing the word infimum and supremum and so on and so forth. Now, for you to solve this problem, don't forget that at this, by looking at this, it means let us to know is in a third quadrant. And for you to get a third quadrant, you are being told that you have to think this way. You think this way because it's being defined for you. First, second, third. It means we are talking about something like this. Now, since I have this place, I think I will have something like this, and we call it theta. And for you to get that part, it means you are saying that okay, that is what you are going to do. And for you to continue with that, it means here will be what? Minus y, and here will be plus x. And you know about this is always r, which is what I've explained that. Now, here will be opposite, here will be adjacent, and sine is always opposite all over hypotenuse. It means I'm talking about minus 5. Okay, sorry, minus 3. Sorry about that. Minus 3 all over what? All over 5. Now, that is going to be. It means from there, I can say that 5 squared equals to 3 squared plus what? X squared. Now we have 25 and we have minus 9 equals to x squared. This one will be what? 16. Root of 16 will be equals to what? X. And root of 16 will be 4. Will be 4. Now it means my x equals to 4. Now for me to have x, I can now proceed by saying that I can say that tan, the first thing is tan theta. That tan theta will be equals to opposite all over adjacent. It means minus 3 all over 4. This is because this will become your adjacent. Now the next thing you need to work on, the next thing you are asked to find the value, which you can do it on your own. Now the next thing is cos theta. Cos theta. Now cos theta will be equals to adjacent all over hypotenuse. All over what? Hypotenuse. Adjacent all over hypotenuse. It means my cos, it will be equals to, what is our cos? My cos is always, this is minus, sorry. This is going to be minus because it's in the minus side. Now, minus side, because of that, it means here will be minus, which is going to be what? 3 all over 4. Sorry about that, because it's a minus side. It means here will be what? Minus 4. It means that is my answer. It means, for instance, my tan theta will be equals to 3 all over 4, and cos theta will be this. That is, now it can come in form of obtuse angle. We are expecting the word obtuse angle or acute angle. Acute angle means first quadrant, obtuse means second quadrant, and something like this is third quadrant. And also they can change this statement, from 270 to 360. Depends on what you are working on. I will stop here for next video so that I will be able to work on the next video. The next video we are working on problems on geometry. I'm exposing you to a lot of problems. I have as many as I can here. Gather here. Don't forget to share this video and subscribe. Once again, thanks for watching.